Hello again, another quick update on my tank. It hopefully will be a quick one this week. Sometimes I've drawn on a bit, but yeah, not too much has happened since my last update. I got a crazy hot single, just having a big swim. Just finished sucking on that bit of cucumber. Yeah, so all I've really done since my last update is I've added a couple of plants. I mean, I've still got all the rosy tetras. They're doing well. They're actually, if I can get closer in on one, see the colours are coming out a bit more, getting a bit redder. Need one to ward another one off because they keep a bit displaying fins and stuff and look quite pretty. Yeah, let's see if I can see any autos. So maybe autos or yeah, there. See, I've still got me 6. I say Juwel Lido, but I don't think they are. I think they trilineate ones. I think that's how you pronounce it. I should have read that before I actually had a go. But yeah, so there was labelled as Juwel Lido, but I don't think they are. They're the false Juwel Lido. You know, they've got 3 stripes on the. Well, it looks like 3 stripes: a white, a black set of dots, and then another white stripe. Whereas the actual Juwel Lido don't, because I saw some today in my local fish shop, the proper ones. There's one of my false ones. Yeah, you see the 3 lines down his back, the big black and the 2 whites above it. I don't think the real ones have that, because his didn't. And he is reputable, and I actually had a good word with him about it. So anyway, what I've actually done then, I don't know where my albinos are. They're normally on the sand, but they are nutcases. They can be anywhere. I haven't floated. They're at the top as much as the bottom then. Whereas all my others are definitely bottom. Yeah, so what I've done is a bit of this. So I've got a bit of Amazonian frog bit up there, which I put in on Tuesday. It's now Sunday. I don't know if you can see, because there's a couple of plants all together. Well, there's 2 plants. You see there's a big runner come off that one already. And there's a plant with a full leaf and a second leaf growing on it already. Oh, there's another one over there. Look. None of them had any of that going when I put them in on Tuesday, so within the space of less than a week, 5 days, I've already got a couple of new plants forming. So when someone told me that they was fast growing, I really weren't messing about. But yeah, they're quite nice. Me, as you can, I don't know if you can see, but me mountain minnows like knocking about in the roots, so as they get a bit longer and get a few more, I think that's where they'll probably not live in general. Although the rosy tetras, they're still staying where I wanted them. That's why I bought them for, to be around the middle. They do go up to the top now and again, and the bottom. They go pretty much everywhere, but mostly they are right in the middle of the tank. Oh, there's a bit of scuffling going on. But yeah, so updating on plants really. So there's one of my albinos knocking about under the filter eyes with a couple of the false Juwel Lido. They like it there sometimes under shades where they knock about or ramp underneath there, you know, where all the roots are. They're staying there. They come up to the front to feed, but because there's no food out there, relaxing. You only get a couple there, and the other 4 or 5 or 6, depending on which. If they're stooling together, I generally behind that bit of bogwood because it's nice and shaded down there with all the large leaves, which are also good. What I took carbon out of my filter because I'm dosing ferts, and since I've done that, everything's gone crazy. So I'm a firm believer now of, you know, there's a lot of hearsay and people's opinions that carbon takes your fertiliser out. I am now of that opinion, because since I took it out, they've nearly reached the top in like the space of a week, where they won't growing too much. I've got new leaves coming out of all my anubias. What is it, hygrofolia or something? I don't know what it's called. Again, should have done my research before I come and do a video. That's gone well. That's getting right close to the top. That's only been in about 2 or 3 weeks, that stuff. And there was all below that rock, all the plants of that one there. And now I've got a bit of algae there. lots of slacking. Let's take the cucumber out for a bit. But yeah, my plant growth's going good, and I still haven't put my CO2 in. I'm still doing the liquid carbon, the easy carbo, and a bit of ferropol once a week, and then 4 drops of ferropol 24 each day. Now, I don't know if anyone's used this stuff. It's a mess on here, and nets and bits of all sorts of kinds added up. This stuff, and this is the big bottle. I had the small one, which is like 10ml, and it lasted nearly 2 months. I mean, it doesn't look a big bottle. This one doesn't look a big bottle. That's my thumb. Not that you know how big my thumb is, but you know, still. There's a kid's bouncy ball, which I use to stick my needle in for threading that kiwi. I don't stab myself every time I do it. And the little one, I think I've still got a bottle. Yeah, there's the little 10ml bottle, which is actually tiny. That lasted nearly 2 months, so I got the big one, because even when I got my carbo in, I'm obviously still going to put iron and the like in, and that I expect to last a ridiculously long time. So that's a bit of a Viking drinking on there. Bit of a cheeky Russian tank commander's hat. Just because apparently I look like a Viking because I have a big plaited beard, so I thought I'd go the old log and get a drinking on for the odd time the lads come round for a booze up, like, and I'll drink out of an horn. And I say not to a fish, but just in case you're ever doing that, it's fine until you actually start using it, and as soon as you get liquid in it, you can just smell cow, because it is basically just an hollowed out cow on and polished up. It smells horrible when you're using it with beer. Just in case anyone ever decides that's a thing they're going to do, doubt you will. But yeah, so a bit of an update on my tank, as I say. A lot of floating some floating plants going on. I put 4 in, so I've still got 4, and I've got a couple of runners. I think I've got 3 plants with the runners on, which are about to split off at some point, and one what's stuck at the back there at the moment. That's just grown a couple of extra leaves, so I assume that'll go onto the runners next. So I just heard that was very good at taking nitrates from your tank, or it'll help with it. That's what I heard with them ones over there as well, and obviously reducing algae, because they take the nutrients the algae had used. So I've got a good few fast growing plants in there now. Yeah, thanks for watching. Quick look over here, and then I'm gonna ditch. Yeah, they're false Juwel. But they're nice fish. I like them a lot. They're one of the nicest looking cories in my opinion. Yeah, I actually had a look, I say, yesterday at the real Juwel ones, and yeah, they're lovely looking fish. Yeah. Focus, you prick. The problem with using a phone, it's real and miss whether it focuses well. I've got to get a proper